everybody. Yay. It's wonderful to be here with you today. And welcome to Mark, Spirit Whisperer with a beautiful Santa outfit. And I love your hair, Mark. I didn't know you had curls in it. You got curls in there.
Yeah, it's naturally curly. So if I just put my hands in it, it'll go, it flips all crazy, anyway. It's getting long, so I'm like curly top.
I love it. I love it. And Diana has her lovely new hairdo as well. So Diana, welcome.
It reminds me of the old waterfall from the Grease Ball days.
Oh, yeah.
I just heard a song today from Greece, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
This is the word. It's the word.
That's right. So here is Caramel. She's saying hello to everybody.
So
and
cute.
There goes Alaska getting into
up there
into the chair. Or
back there with her. She's waiting for her.
Okay. That's awesome. So welcome everybody. I'm glad you're all here, and I'm glad I'm here actually.
Yeah,
it's been 2 days again where I wasn't able to do anything. So I did.
Your internet is working well.
Knock on wood. That's right. Knock on wood. But yesterday I was able to get my 9 classes graded and the grades uploaded. And I have 1 class that ends on the 23rd. Thank God. That's 1 is nothing compared to 10. So
yeah. Well, yeah.
What's your load next semester?
Right now I have a 5, 6, 7, I think 8.
That's better.
I guess they usually don't have that many in the winter, but and it depends. If people don't sign up, then I won't have that many. So everything is kind of up in the air. Anyway, let me say hello to some folks. First of all, Carl's here. Carl, if you go all the way back, Diana, check out Carl's message to you. And then Leah and Karen Doyle and Craig and Carolyn and Peter and and Viviani and Medusa, Mary Thornberry. Hi, Mary. Ilana Moore, Nancy, Dolores Cornia. Thanks, Mary. Renee, Grateful. I love that. Kelly McCall, Lori Gerbeck, Mary Hernandez Walker, Gina from the UK, Jill Sinanan, and Suzanne. And all right, I'm trying to click off people that want readings as I'm going. Teresa Amendola. Hi, Sherry. Sherry's here. And Brenda Deal. Who else? Christine R. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here with us today. We're pleased to have Diana back. We switch out, usually have Diana or Joan. Next week, won't be having the show. Unfortunately, went to the dentist today and have to have some stuff done on one of my molars before the end of the year. So we won't be here, but we'll be back probably the day after Christmas with another show for you. And there you go. So, all right. So what's been going on, Mark? I know you've been battling the elements and also battling.
Well, it's just been cold and snowy, but I like the snow, so that don't really ever bother me. And in the wintertime, I prefer snow to rain.
Yeah.
Because then it's just a big old mud slog. If it's raining, I hate it. I'd rather the ground be frozen. But that's just me. I don't have to work or anything, so, but other than that, I'm just taking things one day at a time. I'm not I was born with the Christmas spirit, and I have always been this Christmas elf my whole life, every single year. And I start doing it about October, and I go, this year it has been completely absent, which is very weird.
I get it.
Just the whole weirdness of it. But as much, I did get up and get lights out, and I have them on for everybody to see. But it's weird just that I don't have that energy. So that's
no, me either, Mark. Mark and I are 2 days apart, same year, actually. Yep. And I'm always the same way too. I love getting stuff up right, even before Thanksgiving. The only thing I've done is I've gotten festive clothes, but I'm not putting up a tree, and just not into it. I've got my Christmas stuff pretty much all done though. So
doing his
to
shopping.
wrap it up. Yeah. And Diana, she's got some stuff behind her there. Looks like she's been busy.
Yes, I'm getting started. The tree is up, but I don't decorate that till solstice.
Uh-huh.
And I put it away with the lights on it and pray nothing burns out.
Uh-huh.
And the weather's been so funny that I haven't been able to finish the outside, but it's mostly done. All I got to do is put the babe of Jesus out there.
There you go.
And the snowman.
Yeah.
And then finish decorating the bits and pieces around. Maybe vacuum,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I spend
There
a
you
lot
go.
of the day dusting and stuff because my house is a disaster.
You're not alone.
When we live alone, it's everything has to do everything. And so, oh God, I've got to clean up just you see, I have my tables all.
I see.
Because I'm cleaning this window and everything.
You're making me feel guilty.
Well, it's not done, you see. It's just
yeah, that's me. Like,
but at least I got to that part of it. So,
Yep. There you go. There you
Get
go.
5 or 6 projects started, and none of them will see the finish date.
Yep. So I do want to just mention the fact that I have heard several psychics say that it's very, very possible that we will be surprised before June, I think it is, by our very first ET face-to-face landing. That's what I've heard. And yesterday, I sent to Diana and a few others a radio chat with a group out of Oregon, off the coast of Oregon. They're seeing UFOs there. They're seeing UFOs in Dallas. They're seeing UFOs or something weird in New York. And so we may be having some. Wouldn't it be nice if they came down and took over the country so we don't have to worry about it?
Well, I did get they moved up their time schedule.
Yes.
Yes.
And they were going to make an appearance sooner than they was original.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and that one from Oregon that you sent was the chatter between the pilots in planes that were seeing them and could tell you exactly where they were and the tower. And and then they had a medevac plane as well that was up in the air.
Yeah,
that was.
It's they've always been there, but I really do believe that they are. They're it's imminent. Within the next whatever period of time. Yeah, that we need.
What are all those gigantic drones in New Jersey? What are those?
Well, they're saying. Yeah, go ahead, Diana.
Well, and are they drones? That's my question.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just what they're saying. But I right away go, what? And they're so big. They're gigantic. And
somebody reported it. What was it? Van Drew, Congressman Van Drew, Republican, said, "Oh, it's this and that," and somebody came on and said, "No, it isn't. You're crazy." And the governor said, Phil Murphy, who just actually will not ban books anymore in his state for any reason, which thank you, Phil Murphy. He says it's nothing, but then some people are saying, wonder if it came up from the ocean, because the guy from the Van Drew guy said, "Oh, it's a mothership from Iran." So I think that's why they thought he lost his marbles. But anyway,
maybe he had.
It's not nothing.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Well,
and
if we think about Mesopotamia and Iran being part of Mesopotamia at one point, right? Well, that's a Horta Mazda territory and Zoroastrianism and the land of the giants and big battle that occurred 25,000 years ago. So maybe he's right.
Maybe he's right.
Horta Mazda has returned.
So I like this answer here. Susan, you're from your lips to God's ear. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. Absolutely.
You've also heard they're from Russia, Mary, and that we're being infiltrated. Oh, nothing surprises me, Mary. Nothing. Not a darn thing. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, well, we got a lot of people that have put up their questions. we'll see what we can get to today. They've got 90 people in the house.
Awesome.
But I do want you to know that some of these, you have to be here to be read. You will be asked if you were here when it is your turn. And if you do not answer, then we move to the next person. I just have to tell you that. And
stick around.
Yeah, stick around, or you can tell me if you've left, and I'll I can remove your question, but probably don't need any more. So thank you very much.
I saw people say they heard to keep your eyes on the oceans because there'd be a surprise. And then, I keep getting that weird thing about it. I think maybe they're talking about spaceships, but I keep getting that weird thing about a volcano coming out of the ocean.
Well,
over and over again, like
Etna is erupting. I don't know if it is still in a heavy flow, but it erupted last Saturday.
Did it?
Yeah. Wasn't it the same day Notre Dame opened back up?
Is that in the Philippines?
Sorry.
Is that the Philippines one that?
No, that's in Sicily.
Well, that one's been going off. Well, back in the summer, all of a sudden, Pan started talking about volcanoes. I'm going, why are we talking about volcanoes? I never ever talked about volcanoes. And then ever since then, like starting the next day, volcanoes have not stopped going off.
Well, Mauna Loa.
Iceland one went off, one in Florida, Etna went off. All of them went off all at once right after that. And then he talked about it again this week. But I keep seeing this thing of like one rising out of the ocean. I keep saying, is that like way in the future and I'm dead? What? Why do you keep showing me that picture? I don't understand it.
Okay.
But now I've heard a few other people talking about seeing a volcano coming out of the water. So I don't know why that's all this.
Well, I got to tell you, I watched a documentary on the 2004 tsunami, earthquake. And it said that it was a 9.8 and it was volcanic underneath, came up from the ocean. They said if it was a 10, it would have ripped the planet in half. And that blew me away when I read that.
Well, Mauna Loa also had an earthquake under it last week, early in the week last week. Yeah. And when that erupted, of course, it's already a volcano. So, stuff is boiling underneath it, right?
And they're so active everywhere. Something.
They are. Well, A
lot of them haven't gone off since forever. Some that do, some that, we haven't really had any right here in North America. But I'm wondering about that 7 point.
Yes.
If that was connected to volcanic activity or something.
I think that was 7.1 was Mauna Loa. That
was off the coast, it was in the ocean. And I'm thinking, okay. Anyway, I don't know.
The one off of California?
Yeah. Up north. Yeah. That was in the ocean and, so it didn't do much damage, but they thought there was going to be a tsunami and all that.
Well, yes, Mary, I believe Edgar Casey did say that Atlantis will rise up out of the ocean. So, lots of prophecies coming in. Lots of prophecies are coming in. So, Anyway, all right. So, we're going to start off with Carl because Carl basically needs to go to bed over in the Philippines. So he was supposed to meet with his lawyer to get paid, and apparently the guy didn't show up again, and so forth and so on. So he's saying, he's been following everything that you have told him to do. Diane. And so he wants to know, whoopsie daisy, what happened?
Intention to lend. The first, just reading, he's got the intention to lend. That's like I got the concept of a plan.
Really? And grocery prices can never go down because it would be too hard for them to go down. So,
And he still owes you the balance.
Yeah. All right. So he wonders if he could hear from guides if the payment from the attorney will ever happen, and other messages if you have any. But I mean, this has been going on with Carl for at least 6 months.
Oh,
right? More than that, maybe.
With this guy.
Yes,
and
with this
there's
guy.
more than this too
Yes.
in his history.
Right.
It happens
Right.
constantly.
Yes, it does.
And okay, so I'm seeing a bird cage.
Oh.
With the door locked shut.
Uh-huh.
So the bird is not going to be able to get out.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And the bird is representing money.
Okay.
Because, you know, so often we get the symbol of money flying out of our pockets.
Uh-huh.
Well, this guy's not letting it go. And
Okay. All right. Oh, wow.
You are standing in integrity. Your karma is okay from this. His karma is the one that's going to be challenged.
Okay. Wow. Well, I got some similar things. I've got here, he's asleep on the job, number one. And then he tells you to come in, and it's like a rumor, you know, like, well, you come in on next week. We'll see you next week. Come on in, you know. And then the reason he isn't there is because he doesn't have it.
That's right. That's right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
And this is what he is all about.
All about. And that's, you know, I hate to say that about attorneys are notorious for that.
Right. And harassment is the continuously putting you off and putting you off. He's an attorney. You should have his shit together more than that. Sorry, friends, but
yeah.
Right. Well, I just drew a little string of cards. They're telling their own story, so I'm gonna let you.
You tell us, Mark.
Not that dissimilar to your own stories, so I'll throw that out there right off the bat. But first of all, just be strength, because it's just talking about this partnership between the two of you, and that it isn't as maybe as supportive and trustworthy as you would like it to be. Like, look how, you know, the little reindeer is so safe and feels, you know, anything. I do feel like you say he's giving you a Christmas gift. You know, I feel like he's going to make this offer. But see how there's two on one side, and then it's not going to be even. It's not going to be what you think. It's if there is one, it's less than you're expecting, because he's a shady. There's the old stealing card that I always get for the Trump group. So he's kind of got that. Then so he's not completely trustworthy, just like these two said. I did get death after that, and this deck it's Jack Frost. But so an ending is coming to an ending, this thing, one way or another. I do think that ending it is good.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it is, I would just end it. Because after that, Jack Frost, you do get an Ace of Wands.
Okay.
And a Two of Cups, which would mean perhaps a brand new adventure with even new partnership, or, you know, this is all brand new. So it's like, once we get that done, we can move forward in better energy. So I like the Ace of Wands because you work with spirit and stuff, and that's always spirit body to me. And that's sort of an offer from spirit to move forward. Yeah.
So he's the ambulance chaser, because I see here that you said you were asking for at least 50% for paying, and he couldn't even follow through with that. So, yeah.
Wow.
I wouldn't bend over backwards for him at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I said, a concept of a plan.
Yeah.
To rook
you know what?
All Stu is all, oh yes, I'm great. But
you should draw attention to the type of person he is. I don't know how you want to do that, but you know, he's Mary Thornberry was right. She said maybe he's waiting for someone to pay him so he can pay you. And so maybe he's playing the waiting game as well. But I don't really think he's worried about it.
If it's a lawyer, he should have it in his pocket, right?
Yes, he should.
And what you said, Mark, the bottom of my deck says renewal.
Yeah.
And, you know, Uncle Wiggly here is definitely getting water. So he's panning for gold. And honey, what do? You don't pan for gold, but you dig for it. You look for the hidden treasures. You're a pan, right? He's a panner.
Yeah. I think it would be great if he's saying he's getting money tomorrow, that you show up at his office and take a seat in the lobby and say, "I'm just waiting for your money so you can cut me a check." Oh my God, Carl, we sure wish you well, honey.
I know. I just feel so bad for you.
Yeah.
Everything you work at.
Everything you work at. I know. So we got Craig here, and last week I had to skip over him, or on Sunday I did. So I'll make sure we get you done today. Does Clara have anything to say? So let's see what we can come out with here. All right. Hi, Kevin. It's nice to see Kevin. Lewis here. And everybody else that's come in. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, so Craig, I'm getting here. She's feeling that you are meeting with success on your journey to your ability to read her and read the situation of your relationship. She says this has come in the form of a breakthrough that you've been through in the last, say, 6 or 7 weeks, and that you are emerging and growing into a new, I don't know, a new green entity, somebody who's going to be more able to hear and learn and grow with your own skills. So that's what I got.
She's showing me the movie A Wonderful Life.
Oh.
Does she already like that? Do you know that? She wants you to watch it. If you haven't watched it recently, she's saying, turn that movie on.
Yeah.
I got Amity. So this goes along with it, right? They're sitting there having a casual, wonderful dinner.
There you go.
This is your relationship with her. And then I got, wait a second. That's the bottom of the deck. I got the Knight of Swords. So you're her knight in shining armor. That's for sure.
There you go. Yeah.
And look, it's an early model Harley.
Oh. There you go.
Right. I get, well, I'm going to throw this out there. I don't know why all of a sudden, but you said she might have been missing for a couple of days or something. Or maybe you were calling to her and you felt like she wasn't there or something. She says she does things. Well, take this with whatever. She's kind of busy during this time of year or something. I get the feeling she likes Christmas quite a bit, number one. She liked it when she was on the earth, and she still does. She likes that season. She likes that energy of love. Like she's saying, you can sense it in the air. Even if you're, like she's saying, like me, even if you're grumpy feeling, just reach up and touch it. She goes, there is that. It's like a joy. That song, Joy to the World? There's an actual energetic that's kind of swoops through at this time of year. That you can tune into, like a joyful love. I always think that Pan always talks about the joyful spirit of giving and receiving at this time of year, but he always mentions that joy's in there where you're sharing, you're giving, you're taking, you're receiving, you're enjoying it, you're laughing, all that. So she's talking about that energy, and she loves it. She says she'll be at your house, though, over the holidays. Oh, Christmas is her favorite time of year. Yeah. Yeah, she's talking about that. So she's going to be around then. So, like, if you watch a Christmas movie, I'm pretty sure she's going to be watching it with you.
Yep.
She gives you a Knight of Cups that goes along with that knight that Diana showed you. But she feels Well, she's kind of saying the same thing. You're her knight on a white horse, kind of. Just your love, your attention, your focus. She feels it, and it's great. So she wants to be in gratitude. And then she ended it off with the Wheel of Fortune, which I think hinting towards things kind of looking up in the new year. Like, I feel like energetically or something. This might be for everybody, but that the wheels are turning and we're about to get to a more positive feel. Like, it also has to do with karma. So I feel like there's going to be a karmic return that some of us are going to enjoy seeing.
My nose is itching, Mark. You're right. Everything you said is right.
I love it. Why does our nose itch a lot when we're doing readings and stuff?
It's spirit coming in.
Because I've been noticing that when
I thought it was a fight. I thought you were going to get in a fight when your nose itched.
I've been watching that some of I'll watch it back and I go, why am I constantly scratching my nose? It's what? I'm just always.
My mother used to say it's because you're going to kiss a fool.
Well, there you go. But when I was at the dentist, I always have that as well. I can't. I want to sneeze or I have an itch or something. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So we have. They are. My spirit guides led me to an old notebook to write in this morning. I opened it up and recognized writings from the early 2000s. Can you ask them about the writings and the picture I drew?
Lead me to an old notebook to write in.
So this was her or their old notebook, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
So this was not a notebook that is yours to begin with?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But she found this old notebook and she had made a picture and written in it. And she found it today and she wondered, can we ask about it? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so what do I get? I get surprise. And then I get augury, which is a prediction, which is psychic ability. And it's mismanagement. So I don't know if something was going on at the time that you were worried about or that there was something that you felt, but it was there for you to see and to see that it was prophetic and it had to do with some kind of mismanagement. That's what I get. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not.
Yes, it does, because it's itching and dripping. Okay, so
nose readings here today.
Yeah, right? So I used the same deck and your request, however, they were requesting you to go back and read it. They made sure that you found it, right?
Yeah.
Because in those passages is a hidden danger that you already recognized back at that time. What is it? It's based on a rumor. Rumor has it that whatever that hidden danger was, that you were suspect of already, which may be in the drawing. There may be a symbol in the drawing that will refresh your memory on all of that. But whatever the reason ends up being, they're asking you definitely to go back and re-examine all of that for a purpose that's going to help you today or in the near future as prophetic. That what you saw then is about to come true.
Yeah. It's so weird how we're like very far apart.
But we all get the same card.
We get a lot of very, similar energy. It's very interesting, as it should be, but it always surprises me every single time. Okay. They are Narcissus. Here's what I'm hearing. Well, on some level, it was prophetic. It was predictive. You knew it's like looking into the future, which sounds odd. They think if you look back on it and look at it and study it, you'll realize oh, I was telling myself about this. And I also get it was kind of a, well, they give me the devil. Like it wasn't, it was sort of, something to avoid. So right with the devil, I get the old, here's old Mr. Steeler again. Um, so, so
hidden danger.
Suspect of something like that now, or you already went through it and got onto the other side of it. But I feel like they want you to realize that perhaps you're more clairvoyant than you give yourself.
You're a coder, communication transmission device.
Yeah, communication.
The hidden danger of, well, we could go as simple as the internet, but what else is going on, right? We've got this expectation of disclosure of first encounters. And the fact that you think that it looks like a communication transmission device. And when you drew it, did you imagine it blinking colors? Did you imagine symbols on it? Or was it more like a radio? Think of all of the concept of it.
Yeah, and the fact that you don't really remember it and it seemed like it was channeled or something.
Yeah.
It was probably like, automatic writing. But I felt like it was predictive. Like
yep. And pay close attention to your dreams. If you have a hard time remembering them, drink a lot of water. So you get up several times in the night to help.
That's right. That's right. But you know what I think? You have prophecy. You are prophetic. And you found that notebook to remind you of that, even though that was 24 years ago. And if it's happening today, we don't know when things will happen. Sometimes we think it's going to be soon, and other times it's later. So
like Anna was guided to connect it to today's happenings. And like she writes, one writing sounds like what's happening today in the world. Instead, we're going this revealing. So I don't know. We're all kind of hitting on that same thing that to remind you of what you're doing.
At the bottom of the deck, you have
protection. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow.
So you have the protection. This is your job. This is your astral projection job. This is your night dream job. What you do and where you go when you're asleep. This is something you're already involved in. You are probably a coder.
Yep. And today is 12/12, and thank you, Artsy Girl. I'm going to be doing a show later on 12/12, but it is a portal today. So the fact you saw it right in this portal time is important as well. Yeah. Yep.
And she says, they say, I just doodle. Well, you might sit down to doodle and say, Spirit, would you work with me while I'm doodling? Is there anything you want to share through my doodling? And just doodle like normal and see what comes into your doodles.
I just doodle in my dream journals, right? I do other artwork that doesn't look like the doodles at all. But, oh my gosh, what ends up being in there?
Yeah.
Tell her what a coder is, Diana. Tell her what a coder is.
Okay, so it is the symbols and the light frequencies that send the signals to the light boards in spaceships, and where to go and how you receive it from them and how you transmit it to others from there, to others within the realm of which your occupation is. Like Dr. Gale, she's a healer, and she works on spaceships as a healer. Well, I think she's got a million different jobs now besides that, but that is where she had started out. And then the things that White Dragon does, he's Battlestar Galactica all in his own, and works with Archangel Michael. And then I rescue, and I, like, half of my dreams are rescuing souls that have been trapped. Like when the bridge in Maryland collapsed, I was in that water rescuing the souls and taking them out of there for them to cross over. When the dam collapsed in Asheville, I was trying to find survivors, and the water was so turbulent, there was no finding anybody. But I did see people who had gotten out, and then in subsequent film that one of the residents had documented day after day after day during all of this. Two of the cars, they were antique cars. They weren't exactly the same as what was in the real world, but they were of the same era. And those people got out. And what I saw when I saw those cars was they got out. Those two got out. I told that to Ranji, who was the pilot of my ship. So pay attention to those things because they do mean something. And as you grow in that comfort of understanding what it is, you're going to see what you do for your job. You're going to understand why you're doing it. You're going to know, because this is already in your soul. You've already got this in your soul contract. It's just we live in a time now where it's coming out.
That's right. That's right. And so I put in my email for heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. Take a picture of it, send it to me. I'll forward it to Diana, and then she can write you and let you know. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you so much. All right. Next, we have Viviani. And she's wondering if she could get a message from her spirit team, or anything that's important to know for her path. Okay.
Oh, now I don't have a tissue.
You go get some. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Viviani, you got something big coming.
Oh, really?
Viviani.
All right. So, Viviani, I pulled the Yule cards because it's nearly Yule, and I just love them, and I can only use them in Yule. So, the first one is cardinal medicine. And in the wintertime, the cardinals do come out, the red birds. Thyself bleeds of sacredness and honor fit for the gods. You are worth all the seas and all the skies and all the desires you hold inside. And look at this, because there's one cardinal sitting on the branch, and the other one is floating like a light. And it's you're ready to fly, they're saying. And then the next one I get is silent night. If by the night the world should sleep, a sleep so deep, the silence be deafening, there would sound nothing at all, nothing would sound. And so, silent night, holy night. So, this is a time of reflection and quietude to prepare yourself for this beautiful flight that you're about to take.
Beautiful cardinals. I love cardinals. Okay, I'll go. Are you ready, Diana? I know you.
No, honey, go ahead.
Blow your nose and all that. Because we're just so right on.
We're very real here, and a little raw.
Like snot whenever we get a right answer. Okay. I love working with you. That's really the reason I agreed to do it this time, because Alice said, "Oh, Dinah's going to say, okay, I'll be back then." She's coming, because I just did it, and I thought maybe I should. Oh no, I'm not. For one thing, Viviani, I don't know if we've been doing some stuff about money, maybe manifestation of money. But the first card I get for you is King of Pentacles, so I think there's a little bit of money, finance. Coming in to help alleviate some worries about just practical stuff, So I feel like there's some energy coming in that way. I'm going to say, I hope you've been focusing on it. So here's the thing. You can make money from the service you enjoy performing, right? So just keep that out there. They also are telling me, Viviani, to just stick with what you're doing. They are not. They say you're right on track. So you get the 2 cups. Keep going with your partnership with spirit. You know, you've been opening to that. You've been growing with that more and more. Don't stop that. That's really the number one focus. They would say the exact same thing to me, even though I've been focusing on this for freaking decades. They would still say, keep that as your number one focus. You know, still. And so they're just reminding you, stay in that partnership because it's that partnership that helps you attract the finances, the money, the practical assistance that you need in your life. And the reason, and so they give me the Ace of Cups just to double down on what I just said. So keep your relationship going with your spirit team, and it's just all love, overflowing, goodness, wonderful, everything. They're not really wanting to fuss at you about anything. They think you're doing good. Yeah.
Okay, there's your spirit team.
Yeah.
Also, right? Oh, come on, camera. Quit acting up. So you through your spirit team, you will not only remain the luminous warrior, but you will gain higher ground. Stick to that drum, the drum of your own beat. The end of something is definitely coming, right? But the best part is I see this swan as you. You are your own Knight of Cups at this time.
Love it.
And that, you know, the story of the ugly duckling, and the story, the ugly duckling is the story that's ending. The factor in your life that represents that ugly duckling. Okay? I hope that helps, hon.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nancy, for letting me know. Michelle Kranz, are you here? I have you, Mary Hernandez Walker. Then I have Nancy. Then I have Christine R. and Cece Angel. Please let me know. I can see your post if you're on Mark's channel or mine. It doesn't matter. But you can't see mine. So I have to say that. Michelle, are you here? Yes. Good. Okay. Thank you.
It was Nancy. Nancy said hi.
Nancy. Yep. All right. Mary Hernandez Walker, please let me know. And Christine R. Okay. Can you tell me what healing art I might be suited to? Ah, I love that.
Okay, the first thing I'm seeing right now is hot stones.
Oh, nice.
Hot stones, and they're mixing it with sound frequencies, baths, tuning forks, but sound with bowls. With bowls.
I love that.
Right? And this can think of if you're already studying Reiki, to go into another field of Reiki, which is called zero balance. It helps, and it can take people into their own past life regression, nothing that you're doing through hypnosis. This is their own ability to take them into things that they've got to heal from their past, or a past life that they can recognize on their own. So hot stones and sound bath with bowls.
Wow. That sounds wonderful. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready. Sign me up.
You really? So I have some soul coaching cards I'm going to pull for you. Thanks, everybody, for letting me know you're here. All right. Let's see. Ooh. I'm going to go along with Diana's. It just resonated, but I also believe that you have the wisdom to know exactly what works for you and what doesn't work for you, what you like personally and what you don't like. The owl is saying, I'm right here. I'm part of you. The second part is that you just need to focus. If this is something that you want to do, and you should be able to do it, trust that everything will work out so that the cards will fall in the right direction, like dominoes. And it says it may take a bit of courage, but nothing worth gaining doesn't take courage.
I pulled one card. Unmarked trail, but look.
Yeah, the stones.
Stones.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like just in general, just your energy is very positive. It like gives me like, it kind of gives me Ace of Cups energy. You just have a nice sort of accepting energy. But I'm also kind of feeling like so emotional, kind of healing, helping people heal their emotions, but also helping, I get kind of a teacher or counselor energy from you, where you could help people dispel thoughts and beliefs that don't serve them and that which make them sick or unhealthy. Like talking to people about that connection between mind and matter. I don't know if that resonates with you or something, but there's something about that you seem to like, and helping people know that sometimes the physical malady, it comes from an emotional attachment or an mental attachment that's just that you don't need to be attached to. So I don't really know what that would be called, really, but something in that area where people come to you for advice and they like to be with you, but it feels kind of like counseling or
it's coaching is what it is. Yeah, coaching.
Yeah, like that. I was just like where you spoke to a group, and that would be more like coaching. Yeah, or individually. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Oh,
that's awesome. Thank you, Viviani.
That already? Oh,
no, she says it sounds wonderful. All right. All right. Thank you, Michelle. I hope that gives you some clarity. And of course, ultimately, it's up to you, whatever you want to delve into. But I see that you're open to learning about things. So that's fabulous. All right. So the next person we have is Mary Hernandez Walker, wondering about 2025.
They're showing me shedding, like a dog shedding, but then also there were bird feathers dropping, and then just lint on your coat and you're brushing it off. So that to me signifies a cleansing, a clearing, a change, a big change of friends, circle of friends, location. And then you button it up. Then you button up this coat. Are you thinking about moving far enough away that you would certainly be leaving old friends behind?
I'll let you know if I see her. Okay. Hi, Denise.
Transpersonal watchers. This is interesting. It's like a totem, right? Are you thinking of going someplace warmer, or are you relocated to someplace warmer? There's all different kinds of faces in here. It's hard to see them, but it does look like that's a turtle on the top.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's a lion.
Uh-huh. Oh, it's a totem.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
But it's in the desert, so
yes, it is. Yeah. Not moving, but she's open, she says. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So it might be one of those, oh, wow.
Yeah. If you thought about things that like last year at this time, you would never imagine to have happened to you. It's like that. I love that when that happens. You know, you're like sitting somewhere and you go, wow, I could never have imagined I'd be here right now. Right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a nice, good trip.
Right. Right. Yep. So you're going to start saving some money because you want to save for something later. So maybe that's it. Maybe it's a trip. Maybe it's moving. And you want to move away from chaos. I don't know if you're living in a state, let's say, that is chaotic and you want to be somewhere calmer, or you want to, be in different energies. I don't know. But of course, this is the year of 2024. So you're moving out of chaos, and it's the dragon year this year. But it says here that you will be wherever it is that you end up going, or whatever it is you end up doing, Mary, this year coming up. It's going to have a ripple effect in a very good way. And it says here that you will be making an impact. You could even be a sort of an influencer through a series of consequences that will bring you to where you're going to be. So and I love that because of the totem as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right? A series of unfortunate events that turned out to be ever so great.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Who is this? Mary Hernandez. Hi. Number one, we're looking at for 2025. Here we go. He's already said this, but he's going to say it again. Keep your connection to your spirit team. That's number one. I always get that when I get strength. I know everybody doesn't read that this way. A lot of times the strength card will have the God symbol over their head. It's not in this one, but it always reminds me of our partnership with, there's an animal too. So nature or God or, the universe, that we're all connected. So they want you to stay connected with that, which I'm assuming you're already doing that. They're also saying 2025 is going to be a little bit busier than this past year. We're going to be getting out our tools and our jewels and our stuff and our things, and playing and creating and working. Magician card. Also in 2025, there's going to be quite a bit to watch going on in the world. This time the world's telling me that, and that you will be, you live in the sticks. You will be aware of that. That's going to be like a big thing, like the thing that's going on in the world is going to be a part of all of our lives. So you'll be aware of that. But also in 2025, there'll be some group rejoicing. So like happiness in 2025, but it's talking about group happiness. So I would say kind of big picture happy. It's not necessarily like you're happy individually, but it's also being happy for others. We're all sharing. This is the 10 of Cups, sharing, like singing, rejoicing, heralding all these lovely cups.
Yeah. There's the ripple effect, right?
Yep. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And if I think about that 9 of Cups, that guy who's smugly holding the cups, that reminds me of being returned to where they belong. But anyway, I also get the feeling that, Mary, you might say, you guys are crazy. But you might be going to like some kind of a spiritual class or workshop.
Retreat. Yeah. Retreat. Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, Sedona's coming up. Huh.
Yeah, something like that.
Sedona
So you
and
need to
Hazen.
start saving money. That's a right. All of those things fall into place. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if that's something that's on your mind, but
Yep.
I did a different deck, but I got the festival goer with Ghost. So that to me is like going to a spiritual event, play, conference, just a class, something like that. Do you have cats, Mary? This is a weird question.
You know, she also said she's an artist and
Yeah.
she has a huge family. Plus, she lives in the sticks. So you're not opposed to the sticks.
Right. But you could also, I could see how your art could be like at a
Sedona retreat.
Yeah, like that. And
she has cats, she says, yes.
Well, I just wanted to give you this little card, and I'm just laughing. 2025, you have some nice cat energy, and the card is too many cats. Show me that they're going to be with you in 2025. Laying on top of you and giving you a little funny thing from your little kitty cats there in the house. Anyway, that was fun. I like it.
That's cute. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely.
She liked that one. She liked that one, Mark. There you go. Yeah.
That's like too many cats apply to me too. So
too many cats. Too many cats. All right, Nancy. Next, I'll have Christine R, CC Angel, and Grateful. Okay, that's I do know you're here, Christine and CC. So Grateful, if you're here, could you just let me know? GR8 full. Yeah. All right. Message for January. Make sure you stay inside because it will be cold, no matter where you live.
That's right.
That's my message.
Even Texas.
Yes.
Message for January.
All right. So what I get for you is they want you to be more playful, Nancy. This is just little girls or ladies having a tea party. So remember your, on those dark days in the winter, wherever you're living, break out the tea and just have a little bit of fun. Remember that our inner child is always wanting us to engage. You also are in the midst of a breakthrough coming through, and I don't know for sure where. However, the next card is abundance. So I don't know if maybe you're going to get if you're doing your tax return, maybe you'll get a good check. I'm not sure, but abundance can come in other forms, not just money. So whatever it is that comes into your life, it looks like it's going to be a wonderful month for you. Thank you.
Well, yeah, be playful for sure. I got the 4 of Pentacles. So save some of your money. Then I got the 4 of Swords. So after the winter break, which brings us to the taxes you were talking about, I get the 10 of Pentacles, which, is following those times now where we're pinching pennies because of. And this I don't see as a bad card because be a little devilish. Because you've got this lover is coming your way. Uh-oh. Are you talking or did you hit mute?
Oh.
I had hit the mute button. I just was going, ooh. She says, hopefully it's a new job because she quit her toxic one, she says. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, maybe.
There you go. Yep. There you go. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you live, Nancy? What state are you in? I'm just curious. First of all, I got the 10 of Pentacles.
You cannot make it up.
I know, it's so stupid.
Wow.
I'm teasing when I say that. But, I think we're talking about a new job, and that's what you're going to be looking at. And I think there's going to be some opportunities to apply for. Because I get the Arizona, the Page of Swords too. Now, there's some time when you're at home in January, like before this new job starts or whatever. So I get that Page of Swords, and that to me, it's like offers coming, or there's possibilities and things like that in the job realm. But because Spirit just can't, they just tried to drive me a little bit nutty. We get, guess what? Strength, because I think I've drawn that in every single reading, and I've changed decks every time. I change the deck, and I don't know.
We all need it, Mark. That's why.
Strength, and this one does have the little God symbol over her head, like I was talking about in the last. And that connection to, animals, nature, God, because God is nature. So again, they're reminding all of us that time that we spend just communing with Source is never wasted. And the time you spend in just contemplating the idea of Source, and that perhaps it would like to work with you in a partnership, just the time you spend doing that makes that come into reality. It's like it begins to alter your belief system so that you can have the experience, because that's what you believe is what you receive. So they want you to, think about that more. Take a little bit of time. Even if you just remind yourself, I'm always connected to Spirit, or something like that. But I want us all to remember that. And now they're talking to you about that, because they'd also like for you to present your, what is that thing when you go to a place and you talk to people and you have little slides and everything? It's like a presentation or something. So like they want you to present your plan about a new job, like what you want, why you didn't like the last one, what do you want in the new one. I always say, go right to the top, go to the big guy. I go right to God and say, look, this is what I need, and this is why this is what I'd like, this is what I wouldn't like. Now, this is the way I've thought about it, and I want to present this to you, and I'd love for us to co-create this together, this or that, which is even better, that hasn't occurred to me. I'd be for you to,
good old-fashioned vision board too.
Right. Yes. That's what it is, basically, that too. Yeah. But take the time to, now for me, I go in prayer, meditation, I talk it through with, I feel like God. And then, but however you do it, do some kind of a formal, because that's when we get into like the ritual of magic and stuff. You have to do something.
Yeah.
The Native Americans danced and sang for rain because they knew they couldn't just sit there. They had to get up. And,
and it works.
And body.
Yeah.
Put it in your body.
And hold it back when you need to hold it back. It works.
That's right. That's right.
And all those little actions and things, little rituals, it takes it out of the mental realm and puts it into the physical realm. It really helps go through. So I know sometimes that seems so simple, but really those things make a huge difference.
They do.
So they want you to get really clear on what job you want, because then it'll come in more quickly. Yeah, go ahead.
Blow cinnamon inside your door frame on the new moon and the full moon. Do it on the quarter moons. Do it for every special occasion. Whenever you are trying to help manifest abundance for yourself. In through the door jamb, into the door.
Cinnamon.
Okay. Cinnamon. Yep.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I don't know what your time frame is today, Mark and Diana, but we've got a few more to do, and then we're not going to be able to get to all of them. There's just no way. But we will do a collective read at the end. Okay. So right now I've got Christine, CC Angel, and Grateful, and then we'll do the collective read. Okay. And I'm sorry we can't get to everybody, but hopefully that will be good. All right. So, and I got your post, Cece. So we'll take care of that too.
Colorful foresight. You'll have fun with your dowsing rods.
Yeah. And Suzanne G, your friend Roger died yesterday. It is too early to talk to him right now. He's busy. Give it a couple of weeks at least. Okay. Yeah. All right. There you go. All right. So,
so we're looking at Christine R. Okay.
Her mom passed in 82. I feel like she's trying to tell me something. Can you help? Paula is her name.
Hey, Paula.
Hey, Paula.
Yeah,
they do come in. They do very much come in around the holidays. I want you to know. I mean, they're here a lot. You can call on them, but the holidays are big time. She's saying, you don't think I can still see you, but I can. And my perception of you is that you're doing very well for yourself. There are times you're having that are hard, but I'm always there with you, she says. I love this because it's the puppet master holding the puppets, but not in a bad way. The puppets aren't on a string. The puppets are being manipulated by the puppet master's hands. And so my feeling is that you may have the lives of others in your hands. You may be a person who works in service. And she says, whatever you're doing is an act of love. And she's so proud of you. So whatever that might be, Christine, Mom is watching and loving that. And she says, I'm going on Christmas or Christmas Eve or whatever holiday you celebrate. She says, I'm going to lift a glass to you. I miss you. It's been a long time, but over here, it was just yesterday that I left.
So, okay, I was seeing hand puppets and a dancing doll. Oh. You know how you used to strap the doll's feet onto your shoes and then you would dance with the doll? So I'm wondering if you had a doll like that, or there was a soft sculpted doll that was one of your favorites from your childhood. She keeps showing me these soft hand puppets and the dancing doll. And then I got, the card I pulled is the Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. So she wants you to go back in time to when that was a freer ability for you. And do you work with people who have ambulatory problems? Is that part of your job? The reason why I'm wondering is because of the dancing doll and having to help somebody walk.
Yeah, and I got also that she was in service to some people in some way.
And maybe it was
sense?
Could have been for her mom herself.
Yeah, maybe. That may be. Just give us a heads up if we're even in the right direction here, Christine. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Our girl had a dancing doll.
This Garden of Venus.
Oh.
So your mom is happy on the other side, of course. She just wants you to know it's all beautiful over there, and you can have this on Earth too. Strawberry shortcake doll. Thank you. This is funny, but I've got one sitting on my stairs.
Okay.
And it wasn't even mine. I just collect dolls.
So it's not your job to be of service to anybody, but remember there are different types of service.
Yeah. Okay. That's not your job. Then it's your soft sculpt strawberry shortcake doll.
There you go.
Or Holly Hobby or whomever.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a relationship partner? Are you in a relationship currently with another human?
With another human. Oh, you helped your aunt get through cancer. There you go, Christine. Okay. You were observed.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now Mark wants to know if you have a partner.
I'm just curious because these cards will go one way or the other depending on that. But beyond that, she wants me tell you that, like she said already, I took over her sister, my aunt, when she, yeah, okay, that was her sister. Great. She's always visited you since 1982, like all the time. She especially drops in on your dreams quite often. I know you don't remember, but she says she's in there quite a bit. You don't have. Yeah. And I'm thinking maybe you might want one, or maybe you're looking for one. Your mom seems to think she realizes that, and she's kind of watching over that idea. Now, no partner. Do you like it that way?
Sometimes it's okay, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I don't have one either, but I'm okay right now because I had one for decades. So I'm okay. So again, she's really proud of you. She feels like you've just recently gone through conquering like a personal kind of a demon. Now that could have been a partner that was in the past that you got rid of or is no longer a part. It also could be some kind of habit that was kind of pulling you down a little bit. That could be negative thinking or some kind of substance or something. I don't really get substance. Feels more like maybe getting rid of a person that wasn't very supportive. So yeah, like that. So because she gave me the upside down devil, but so she's talking about how she's proud of you that when you're confronted with something like devil energy, you can topple it and you can get the best of it. You don't let it get the best of you. You eventually answer the call and seek to get better, she says. Now, so the Lovers is next. That's why I was a little bit interested in your partner situation. But look at this angel over the Lovers. This is a lot like that Strength card in a way, because it's talking about these energies working together. So it could be repeating that same thing about your relationship with spirit, your own spirit team. And here's your mom up there. She's part of that spirit team looking down on you. She's there for guidance. And don't forget, you're not by yourself. There's this partnership. Now, the other thing is, if you have been consciously looking at finding a partner, then she's talking about, yeah, I'm aware of that and we're working on it. Oh, your ex-coworkers are mean to you. Yeah, that's that energy. That devilly that you went. So beyond that and being in your dreams, she's saying she gives you the Three of Pentacles. So there's productive, fun, enjoyable workmates, work partners, work energy on the horizon. So maybe that's what we're looking at, creating a new kind of work environment, or maybe workers that aren't mean to you. But she's talking about this. Look, these are happy coworkers.
Yeah.
They're all supportive and everything. We're working together. And we got smiles on our faces and we're building and working. So, she's just pointing towards good energy coming. I'm always watching you. She never has stopped. It's been a long time, but she's still like really aware of what you do and stuff like that. And she's proud of you.
She is.
Yep.
She is. So yeah, I'm glad we were able to get her, Paula, to come and give you a message.
Right?
Love, yes, that's wonderful.
And I'm glad they're your ex-coworkers.
Yeah. All right, so we have CC Angel and then Grateful, and then we'll have a collective read before we leave. So can I ask a question? Will 2025 be better than 2024? Everything in my world changed this year, and it's been the hardest year of your life. Lost my husband and my job. Honey, I've had this, not quite the same things, but the same year you have. So, oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. We'll see what we can find out for you. Some years just ain't worth repeating. Yeah, and I'm sorry for your losses.
Yes.
Oh, wow. So what am I seeing? I'm seeing that protection is coming your way. I love this. It's like this alligator sees a scary jack-o'-lantern and jumps away, but he's being protected. It's really not anything that's going to get him. And so there you go. And then I get a conveyance. Are you either selling a house, buying a house, inheriting a house?
Getting an albatross?
Getting an albatross. Yeah, there you go.
A traveling home.
Yes, you may get a traveling home. But look at this. Providence is on your side coming up here. And well-deserved providence for you. So I believe that yes, your answer is yes, that things will be better for you in 2025. I love these cards. They just make me so happy.
Well, I had seen a sponge that, when you get a true cellulose sponge and it's flat to nothing and it was expanding. The first card I got.
Uh-huh. Oh my goodness.
The obstructions are clearing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you have a new craft.
Uh-huh.
Or revival of an old craft. Let's just see what the next card is. Interruption. So this has been an interruption on your path.
Uh-huh.
And like all interruptions, the nap is over, time to get back to work. So whatever you want to make as your career, because there's no reason why your calling shouldn't be your career, right? That's where you're going. That's where you're headed. And tomorrow would have been your husband's birthday. So sorry for your loss.
Yep. That's very hard. And then, at the holidays too, and it's his birthday and all that. His energy's around you though. He says, it's not the greatest thing that I left, but he goes, trust me, it's better than if it was the other way around. Because he thinks you're better at this than I'm trying to go on and start. So in that kind of a little bit of a compliment in sort of a roundabout way.
Yeah. He obviously has a sense of humor, right?
Yeah. Yes. And that you are, maybe he was a little bit of the bullshit artist, but that was up there. But, he's saying, I couldn't, you're much stronger than you know. And I'm sorry I'm not there physically, but I do watch you. He's telling me he sends you messages. So I get the Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands, he wouldn't have been able to. That was the first thing he would say. Yeah. I couldn't have, it's better it went this way. The Knight of Cups and the Page of Wands. Now, Wands to me are spirit body. So, and this is like a message and of love. I think he's also trying to tell me that he actually, better, but he's acting like he sent you signs or like a physical message, like something. Maybe it was a animal or something, or birds, or he says he's done like that step farther where he's manifested a greeting to you. Now, maybe that rings a bell with you because he communicates. He gives me the moon. So he's learned already how to communicate from the other side. So if you haven't got it yet, keep your eyes open. There might be some little thing. Notice it. So his birthday was yesterday.
It's tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow.
I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? Or birthday's tomorrow. Yeah.
I don't know. Keep your eyes and ears open. There could be some little thing. He's going to try to, like something falls off the counter or something. I don't know. Some kind of a thing he seems to be talking about. So he's talking about he also says, like, the time period between his birthday and Christmas was always like a thing.
Rush. Yeah.
Yeah. Some thing. And in that energy, he liked that time. So I don't know. There might be some little messages that come through these next week or two. And you'll notice it. It'll be something that you go, what? Oh, Mark said, it'll be like that.
Yeah, there you go. I love, she says she's yelled at him a time or two. Oh, they have 6 grandkids. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
There you go. Making American Girl doll clothes.
Yes, somebody said that having your question answered was divinely inspired by your husband. That's probably true. That's probably true.
He doesn't seem super worried about your job loss.
No.
I don't get a lot of concern about that. I thought he might mention that, but no, I don't feel like that's a thing, that's a problem. I disagree, but or maybe he sees that rectifying soon.
Maybe he does. Yeah. Anyway, you can be sure he's around you. Wouldn't surprise me if he sends you a message. Listen, I don't know if you listen to the radio in the car or whatever, but maybe a song that would remind you of him. Even that's a message. So yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
The last one we have before we do the collective messages. Grateful. Just wondering to get direction from Spirit. Deborah Garrett. We're not doing any more questions, but I wanted to address what you posted, which you said all your life strangers confide very personal things to you. They ask your opinion. You don't know where the advice comes from. It's just a voice in my head. What is it? That's your higher self, honey. You already know the answer. You are able to tap into that higher wisdom. Yeah.
Your inner light shows through, and those
shows through. Yeah.
Just like, I can't go anywhere without little kids, medium-sized kids coming up to me and talking to me. Just talking to me.
Yeah.
Or smiling and waving.
Yeah. There you go.
They see the angelic in you.
They know that you are the one they need to ask, and you are there, and you give them answers. And so your guidance is profound, and it's a gift. So trust it.
Lucy says her job was a nightmare and she just needs to find a new one. So
okay. Well, there's a new year coming. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It gave you time for your own grieving and the time that you need for that. So take this opportunity for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Very good. So grateful. Let me get direction for you. Right. We will then do a collective read, which is a reading on the energy of who's in the chat and also others that might view this later.
Right.
And hopefully a collective message will come through. So for you, grateful. Wow. The first card I get for you is smoke. And where there is smoke, there is fire. And so I'm feeling as though you are being directed to look for the fire within you that you want, or that maybe the fire's going out in what you're doing and you need to look for the smoke signals, so to speak. The next one I get is to watch your dreams. And Diana and I and 2 other ladies are on every week on a dream show on Tuesday nights. So come by and tell us if you want, and we can look at those. And the next direction I get for you is they're asking you to go into solitude. Go into solitude. This is the time of year to do that. So, take time to do that. Take time to rest enough to go inward and reflect upon, and it's the end of the year. So reflect upon what it is that you did and what it is that you want to do.
I'm getting that you need to give yourself time to heal And that includes your ego. There is nothing wrong with having an ego. We wouldn't do anything if we didn't have ego to push us into doing something. I also have gotten the violet flame. So this is something that I think you're supposed to get familiar with if you're not already familiar with the prayer of the violet flame with Saint Germain.
Saint Germain.
Right. And I before I pulled any cards, I just kept seeing like this old time, let's call it a train lantern with the red glass and the red kerosene lamp base and the handle, and how they would swing from the caboose to the engine to signify stop and go and all of that other business. So I think this is telling you to let your light shine. Don't be concerned about ego. Leave ego at the door, but be proud of yourself for your accomplishments. Don't sell yourself short. Take it with you.
Awesome.
I feel like a spirit is saying, you said, what direction should I go?
Yes.
They're saying, just straight ahead. And they're saying that you've been guided already. They want you to follow it and step off the edge and trust that the universe will have your back. Go ahead and take the steps. I feel like they're urging you through something that you've already been going over in your mind. So they give me the Fool.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Just keep going straight ahead. You're right at the edge, but you might have to step over the edge, which is a little bit scary or whatever, because we're not sure what's going to happen. But they're going, yeah, go on over, or we're going to have the dog push you. So go. They also tell you that you connect to source probably easiest through nature. So I don't know if that's true or not, but they're giving me the Empress card. But in this card, it's like, Mother Earth, Divine Feminine. But they got these little bunny rabbits here in this one, and all the nice nature energy. So I don't know. They're talking about that nature helps you ground and center. Now, so, they said, just go. I feel like you've already been hearing it in your head that there's something you might want to do or pursue or look at. So they're saying, we're going to continue to give you direction and messages. So here's a page of swords. Now it's interesting, this page of swords, he's got like an animal with him. So again, they're talking about how you stay grounded through nature. So they're going to give you ideas to take action on, because you get the page of swords and the page of pentacles. So this would be inspiration towards action. So giving you an idea and then you acting on it. So I think that's what's going to be coming up for you as you move forward. I didn't see you here, but that's what I'm getting.
Well, and unfortunately, I lost her thing. That's why I had to put that up there so you could see what we were talking about. So thank you. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Okay, well, thank you, everybody. We're going to do a collective reading, and it's whatever comes out. Sometimes we have different messages because we may have a different area that our guides are giving us. So the first card I get for us is fabulous. This just really speaks to me. It's diverse unity. Mutual support can lead to greater achievements. Come together. And that is so important because we need to purify ourselves and our surroundings, making sure that what we're doing is aligned with our beliefs. There's nothing wrong with our beliefs. Even when we are in a battle, this just makes me have goosebumps. Don't look at the battle as being something bad, because it will move forward what needs to be moved forward, however we are doing that. And the best news about the battle is that there is culmination. And the people that are in this card, they're not angry with each other. They're all standing around each other in unity. And even the duck in the front is quacked up, real happy. So,
right.
Yeah. There you go.
I got first breath.
Ooh.
So as we're going forward here, we have this new start. This new start is backed up by the Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune, this first breath is backed up not only by the Wheel of Fortune, but also backed up by the Seven of Cups, which is magic. It's not always delusion. This is the magic and the choices that lie before us. Sometimes we have to fight for what we want. So we have the Knight of Swords. And then we can be the ruler. We can be our emperor. We can be the great horned owl.
Wow.
Nothing to stop us.
Absolutely. That's beautiful. Gigi, Unhinged, which one? Because there's different decks. Are you talking about this deck here? Or I have a deep dive oracle deck, and I have a...
Oh, my thing froze. What happened?
I have a liminal forest. I have a lot. Mark, we can still hear you, though.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Yes.
No, why it froze? What's happening? Don't know. Okay. Well, I'll let you know. You won't be able to see the cards. It's so weird in a good way. So they're talking about the same old thing that they keep talking to me. They like had to sneak in a little bit of a political thing here for us at the end. First of all, they gave me the Queen of Wands. That's kind of my Kamala Harris card. And they want us to keep focused on that feminine energy coming into the seat, into the throne. Don't give up on that focus, even though it might seem pointless. Still focus. That was the number one card, the Queen of Wands. There she is, childless cat lady. She got her little cat with her, with the sun on top of her head. I can't show you the card, but it's gorgeous. Why in the heck did I freeze?
Well, it happens to me a lot, Mark. It's okay.
And then, as usual, because the cards are really screwing with me. They are being such little tricksters. That's Pan's energy. He loves to joke around. But of course, what did I get? The Nine of Cups with the greedy, smug guy sitting in front of him with his arms all crossed, like, aha, I got all these stolen cups behind me. And look, that puts me in the cat's bird seat because they had to bring that out. But that right behind that is death. So death to the smiling, greedy guy. And then after that is the Nine of Swords and the devil. So death to worrying about the devil a little bit. And then after that devil, I get the Six of Wands. That's that parade, celebration, win victorious card, and a Queen of Cups. So I don't know. It kind of tells that story of don't lose faith.
We always get.
Yeah.
We always get over and over again.
And I didn't even ask that question, but it is.
I know.
Story again, using some of my old familiar cards. So, it just keeps wanting to do it. And I asked Pan about that. Why do you keep making me have the same? And he's, that's the focus that we need to hold, Mark. Number one. Number two, it's the truth. So I'm not going to all of a sudden start acting like that didn't happen. It did happen. So I had to go, okay, fine. I'll just be the herald of those messages for as long as you want me to be. So anyway, I'm sorry I froze up.
Oh, well,
that's not
no
your
problem.
fault.
It happens. Lemon Lime Key. We're trying to keep the faith too. I feel like that song by Billy Joel. I was keeping the faith. Remember that? That one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, and this comment is coming in for the potential of change.
Potential change.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. That's like that. What is it we talked about earlier? That sign from God, or that what is it?
Yeah.
From the heavens, here comes a comet, just change everything, and we're going, wow, what happened? It's like that kind of energy, like almost act of God or some kind of.
That's right.
That we
so I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank Mark and Diana. Please like and subscribe to Mark's channel. Diana also has a channel. She doesn't have a lot on it, but it's in the notes. It's Oil Painter, and she is an oil painter, and she does the Akashic Records. She's on a lot of other folks' shows. She doesn't have a channel that she's active on, but she's pretty active everywhere else. So please like and subscribe to our channels. We wish you a Merry Christmas for those, and a Happy Hanukkah. We will not be here next
on the
week.
26th, 25th, or 26th.
We'll be back on the 26th. Yeah. So
much
love.
Solstice, that's coming soon. Winter solstice.
Yeah. That's right. Winter solstice. Yay.
Well,
anyway,
another portal.
That's right. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. We love you. Bye-bye.
Love you guys. Bye-bye.